Chosen one, go to your room and close the door. Watch this alone right now. There are moments in life when the noise of the world becomes too loud and the soul quietly longs for a place of stillness. This is one of those moments. If these words have reached your eyes, it is not by accident and it is not by coincidence. The heart of God often calls a person into quiet places where his voice can be heard clearly, away from the rush of people, away from the pressure of expectations, and away from every distraction that tries to pull your spirit in different directions. Right now, you are being drawn into such a moment. This is not about isolation, this is about closeness. This is about stepping into a sacred pause where the presence of the Lord Jesus Christ can wrap around your heart like a gentle light that calms every fear and softens every burden. Type 2020 if you believe. God knows the path that brought you here. He has seen every silent tear that no one else noticed. He has watched you carry responsibilities that felt heavier than your strength. Through every season, even the ones that felt confusing, the love of heaven remained near you. The reason for this quiet invitation is simple, yet powerful. When the door closes around you and the world fades into silence, the heart begins to hear what it could not hear before. The whisper of God becomes clear. The peace of Jesus begins to settle in places that once held worry and pain. If your heart feels touched in this moment, gently press the like button so that this moment of encouragement can reach others who also need comfort today. The Lord does not call His children into quiet places to frighten them. He calls them there to heal them. Many people walk through life surrounded by noise that slowly drains their spirit. Opinions from others, expectations from the world, and the constant rush of daily life can slowly cloud the inner voice that was created to connect with God. When Jesus draws someone aside into a quiet moment, it is a sign of care. It means the heart is about to be reminded of something beautiful. It means the spirit is about to receive strength again. Inside the quiet room of your life, there is a gentle work happening. God is restoring peace in areas where stress once lived. He is calming thoughts that once raced with uncertainty. The presence of Jesus carries a warmth that reaches places inside the heart that words cannot fully describe. Many people spend years searching for peace outside themselves, yet the peace they long for has always been waiting in the quiet places where God meets His children personally. The world may have tried to convince you that strength means always moving forward without stopping. The truth is different. Real strength often appears in stillness. When the door closes and you sit alone with the presence of God, something powerful begins to happen inside your spirit. Wounds begin to soften. Heavy thoughts begin to fade. Hope slowly rises again, like the first light of morning. The love of Jesus is not distant, it is personal. He understands the battles that were fought silently in your heart. He knows the nights when you tried to stay strong while carrying burdens that felt overwhelming. The invitation to step away and listen is a sign that heaven has not forgotten you. The Lord always sees those who quietly continue walking forward even when life becomes difficult. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is a special kind of peace that fills a room when a person sits quietly with God. It does not rush, it does not demand attention, it gently surrounds the heart until every anxious thought begins to settle. In that calm place, the truth becomes clear. You are not alone, you have never been abandoned. The love of God has been walking beside you through every chapter of your life. Jesus carries a tenderness that many people overlook in a busy world. His presence is patient and warm. When He draws someone into a moment of stillness, it is because something inside their heart needs to be restored. Sometimes it is hope that needs to be renewed. Sometimes it is faith that needs to breathe again. Sometimes it is simply the reminder that the Lord's love has never moved away. The quiet room becomes a place where burdens begin to loosen their grip. Thoughts that once felt heavy slowly become lighter. The soul remembers that it was never meant to carry everything alone. God did not design your life to be a constant struggle. He created you to walk with Him, step by step, with trust guiding your path and peace filling your spirit. As you sit in this moment, something beautiful is happening within you. The presence of Jesus is reminding your heart that it is safe to rest, it is safe to breathe, it is safe to believe again. The quiet you feel is not emptiness. It is the gentle space where God restores the soul. Many people spend years trying to prove their worth to the world. They chase approval, recognition, and validation from voices that change every day. Yet the voice of God remains steady and loving. He does not measure your value by success or failure. Your worth was established the moment you were created with purpose and love. The Lord sees you as someone precious. The battles you have endured have not been wasted. Every experience has shaped a strength inside you that the world cannot easily see. God has been guiding your journey even during the seasons when the path felt uncertain. The quiet room is not a place of loneliness. It is a place where heaven meets the human heart. When the noise fades away, the love of Jesus becomes easier to recognize. It begins to fill the space where fear once lived. It replaces doubt with gentle confidence. It restores a sense of belonging that no earthly voice can provide. What if wealth could be triggered from inside your own mind through a powerful sound frequency once hidden in classified files? Experts say this signal naturally attracts opportunity and financial freedom, and many people are already putting it to use. Click the link in the description and comments now and activate this hidden brainwave today. Right now, you are not simply watching or reading, you are being reminded of a truth that has always existed. God cares deeply about your life. His love is not temporary. It does not fade when circumstances change. It remains steady through every season, guiding your steps and holding your heart. In this quiet moment, allow the presence of the Lord to settle around you like a soft light that warms every corner of your spirit. Let your thoughts rest. Let your breathing slow. Let your heart remember that the love of God is stronger than any worry that once tried to overwhelm you. The Lord has always known the path you would walk. Long before today arrived, He understood every step that would shape your journey. Nothing about your life has been hidden from His sight. Every moment of strength, every moment of struggle, and every quiet prayer whispered from your heart has been noticed. God does not overlook the small details of a life that trusts Him. The love of Jesus reaches even the silent corners of your soul where feelings once remained unspoken. Sometimes the soul becomes weary because it has been holding on for too long without rest. The world often teaches people to push forward without stopping, as if slowing down means losing progress. Yet God's wisdom is different. The Creator of your heart knows that healing begins in quiet places. When you step away from noise and pressure, your spirit gains the space it needs to breathe again. The presence of Jesus becomes like gentle sunlight that warms every hidden part of your life. Type 1212 if you walk by faith. The invitation to sit alone with God is not a sign that something is wrong. It is a reminder that something sacred is happening. Heaven often speaks most clearly when the heart is calm and open. In the quiet room of your life, the voice of the Lord becomes softer yet stronger at the same time. His words do not rush or demand attention. They flow with kindness and reassurance, slowly rebuilding strength within you. There were seasons when you felt as if your efforts went unnoticed. There were moments when the path ahead looked uncertain and heavy. Yet, even during those times, the presence of God never moved away. Jesus walked beside you through every chapter. His love remained steady when circumstances shifted. The strength that kept you moving forward came from a place deeper than human determination. It came from the quiet support of heaven. Many people search endlessly for peace in places that cannot truly provide it. They look for comfort in achievements, approval, or temporary distractions. Those things may bring short moments of relief, but they cannot fill the deeper need inside the soul. Real peace arrives when the heart reconnects with the love that created it. The presence of God carries a calm that no outside situation can take away. As you remain in this quiet space, the Lord is gently reminding your spirit of its true foundation. You were never meant to face life alone. God's love surrounds your journey even during the times when you could not clearly feel it. His presence has been working quietly behind the scenes, guiding your steps and protecting your path in ways you may only understand later. Every person experiences moments when hope feels distant. Life can bring unexpected challenges that shake the confidence of even the strongest hearts. Yet those moments never define your entire story. The love of Jesus continues to write new chapters filled with healing, restoration, and renewed faith. What once felt broken can slowly become whole again through the patience of God's care. The quiet room becomes a place where the heart can remember its connection with heaven. When the distractions fade away, the truth becomes easier to recognize. You are deeply loved. Your life carries meaning. The struggles you faced did not erase the purpose placed within you. God sees beyond temporary circumstances. He sees the strength growing inside you with every step of faith. The presence of Jesus has a unique way of calming restless thoughts. It does not force change. Instead, it gently replaces fear with peace and uncertainty with trust. When the heart rests in God's presence, it begins to feel lighter. The weight that once pressed heavily on your spirit slowly begins to lift. The soul remembers that it was never meant to carry every burden alone. In this quiet moment, God is drawing your attention to something beautiful. His love has not been distant from you. It has been patiently surrounding you, waiting for the moment when your heart could fully receive it again. Sometimes the most powerful healing begins not with loud breakthroughs, but with gentle stillness. Type yes to affirm. The warmth of God's presence can feel like a soft light spreading through the soul. It reaches the places where worry once lived. It touches memories that carried pain and slowly replaces them with comfort. The Lord understands every emotion that has passed through your heart. Nothing about your story has been overlooked. Jesus carries a compassion that reaches deeper than human understanding. He does not rush past your struggles. He stands beside you within them. His love is patient and steady. When you feel tired, His presence becomes your rest. When your heart feels uncertain, His presence becomes your guidance. The quiet space you are experiencing now is not an ending, it is a beginning. It is the place where strength quietly grows again. The soul begins to reconnect with the confidence that life is still guided by the hand of God. Faith slowly rises again, not through pressure or effort, but through the gentle reminder that you are never alone. A revealed 7-second brainwave technique, supported by neuroscience and once hidden in classified files, is helping thousands switch on their brain's wealth setting. People call it the money magnet sound because of how quickly it seems to draw abundance. Click the link in the description and comments below to awaken the prosperity already within you. Many people imagine that God only appears in dramatic moments. The truth is far more beautiful. His presence often arrives in quiet ways that the heart slowly learns to recognize. A moment of peace in the middle of a difficult day, a sudden feeling of calm when worries once felt overwhelming. a gentle sense that everything will be okay even when answers are not clear. Those quiet moments are often the touch of God, reminding you that He is still near. His love moves through your life in ways that may not always be loud, yet they are deeply real. The strength you feel returning to your spirit comes from the steady support of heaven. As you sit in this peaceful place, allow your heart to receive the comfort that God is offering. Let the presence of Jesus fill the silence with reassurance. The quiet around you is not empty. It carries the warmth of divine care and the promise that your life is still being guided with purpose. The door you closed to step into this moment has created a sacred pause where your soul can breathe again. It is a reminder that sometimes the greatest healing begins when the world grows quiet and the love of God becomes the only voice your heart needs to hear. In this calm space, something important is unfolding. Faith is being renewed. Hope is quietly returning. The love of Jesus is settling deeper into your spirit, reminding you that your journey is still surrounded by grace. The quietness surrounding you now is not empty. It carries a gentle weight of peace that only the presence of God can bring. When the world outside moves quickly and voices compete for attention, the soul often becomes tired without even realizing it. God understands this human weariness. He sees how hearts become overwhelmed when they carry too many thoughts and too many expectations. That is why moments like this matter so deeply. When you step into a quiet place and allow your mind to slow down, the love of Jesus becomes easier to feel. The Lord does not rush His work in a human heart. His care unfolds patiently, like the slow rising of morning light. Every moment you spend in stillness becomes a space where healing quietly begins. The burdens that once felt tightly wrapped around your spirit begin to loosen. The fears that once filled your thoughts slowly lose their strength. God's presence replaces that heaviness with a calm assurance that you are held safely within His care. There have been times when you felt misunderstood by the world around you. You may have carried feelings that no one else fully saw. Many people experience moments when they feel alone, even in the presence of others. Yet God sees every hidden emotion that passes through your heart. He knows the silent battles that never reached your lips. The compassion of Jesus reaches into those unseen places and gently reminds you that your life has never been invisible to heaven. The quiet room becomes a sacred space where the soul begins to remember who it truly belongs to. You were not created to be defined by the pressures of the world. You were created to walk with God. His love is the foundation beneath every step you take. Even when circumstances appear uncertain, that foundation remains steady and unshaken. Type 777 if you trust Jesus. The presence of Jesus brings a peace that does not depend on outside situations. Many people wait for life to become perfect before they allow themselves to feel calm. God offers something different. His peace can exist even in the middle of difficulty. It flows into the heart like a quiet river that continues moving regardless of the storms that may appear along the way. Your life carries a purpose that is greater than temporary struggles. The experiences you have lived through have shaped a quiet strength inside you. Even the seasons that felt painful have carried lessons that are now forming wisdom within your heart. God never wastes the moments of your life. Every chapter has contributed to the person you are becoming. The Lord also understands that healing takes time. Some wounds do not disappear quickly. Some memories require gentle care before they fully release their hold. Jesus approaches every heart with patience. He never demands that healing happen instantly. Instead, He walks beside you as restoration slowly unfolds. The quietness you feel right now allows the love of God to move deeper into your spirit. It becomes a place where hope can rise again without pressure. The heart begins to remember that goodness still exists. Faith begins to breathe again after seasons where it felt distant. There are moments when people forget how valuable they truly are. Life sometimes measures worth through success, recognition, or achievement. God's view of you has never depended on those things. Your value was established the moment you were created with love and purpose. Nothing you have faced has changed that truth. Jesus sees the kindness that lives inside your heart. He sees the strength that helped you continue moving forward even when life became difficult. The compassion you carry and the quiet faith you hold are precious in the eyes of God. Heaven recognizes the beauty that may not always be visible to the world. The quiet room becomes a place where these truths can settle gently into your spirit. When the noise fades, the voice of God becomes clearer. His love speaks softly but firmly. It reminds you that your story is still unfolding. The struggles of yesterday do not control the promise of tomorrow. Type 1919 to receive miracles. Miracles do not always appear as dramatic events. Many times they arrive quietly through small changes that slowly transform a life. A peaceful heart after a long season of worry can be a miracle. A renewed sense of hope after deep discouragement can be a miracle. The return of faith after doubt can also be a miracle. A hidden brainwave once kept in classified files has been said to spark powerful prosperity. In just 7 minutes, you can unlock the switch within your mind that pulls in abundance like a magnet. Click the link in the video description and comments below to activate your hidden wealth wave right now. God works through both large and small moments. His care touches every part of your life. The strength you feel growing inside you right now is not coming from human effort alone. It is being nourished by the presence of Jesus, quietly surrounding your heart. The love of God has a way of restoring what once felt lost. It rebuilds confidence where fear once lived. It replaces heaviness with calm assurance. When the soul begins to trust again, the future starts to look different. The path ahead slowly becomes clearer. The quiet you are experiencing now is helping your spirit reconnect with that deeper trust. You are being reminded that your life is not wandering without direction. God has been guiding your steps even when the journey felt uncertain. His hand has remained steady through every moment of your story. Sometimes people look back at difficult seasons and wonder how they managed to continue moving forward. The answer often lies in the unseen support that God provided during those moments. His presence strengthened your heart even when you did not fully recognize it at the time. The Lord never abandons those who walk with Him. His care remains constant even when circumstances change. The peace you feel in this quiet moment is a gentle reminder that heaven has been close to you all along. Let the stillness around you continue for a while longer. Allow your thoughts to rest in the warmth of God's presence. The calm you feel is not temporary comfort. It is the quiet strength of faith returning to its rightful place within your heart. The love of Jesus remains steady and patient. His presence fills the room with a peace that reaches beyond human understanding. In this calm moment, your soul is being refreshed. The burdens that once weighed heavily on you are slowly becoming lighter. This quiet space is helping your spirit remember something powerful. You are deeply loved. Your life matters. The journey ahead is still filled with purpose and grace. Over time, the soul grows tired, not because it is weak, but because it has been trying to stand strong for too long without rest. God sees this hidden exhaustion. He understands the weight people quietly carry inside. That is why moments like this exist. When you pause and sit alone with the presence of God, your spirit slowly remembers where its true strength comes from. The love of Jesus begins to flow through the quiet space around you. It feels gentle and calm, yet it carries a powerful healing that reaches deeper than any human words could reach. The stillness becomes a place where your heart can breathe again. Many people try to silence their worries by staying busy. They move quickly from one task to another, hoping the noise of activity will cover the thoughts that trouble them. Yet the heart cannot truly heal in constant noise. Healing begins when the soul becomes quiet enough to feel the warmth of God's presence again. That warmth is surrounding you now. The Lord has watched every step of your journey. He saw the days when you felt strong and confident. He also saw the days when your heart felt heavy and uncertain. Through every season, His love remained steady. Even when you felt alone, heaven had not moved away from you. The presence of Jesus was closer than you realized, gently guiding you through moments that once seemed impossible to overcome. Type 1010 if you agree. The truth is that God often calls His children into quiet moments when something new is beginning inside them. These moments are not about escaping the world. They are about restoring the soul so it can face the world with renewed strength. When you step away from distractions and sit peacefully with God, your heart becomes open to receive what heaven has been waiting to give you. Peace begins to replace anxiety. Confidence begins to replace doubt. Hope slowly rises again like a soft light appearing at dawn. The quiet room becomes a place where your spirit reconnects with the love that created it. Jesus understands the fragile parts of the human heart. He knows how easily discouragement can settle into the mind when life becomes difficult. Yet His presence carries a deep compassion that lifts those burdens. He does not speak with pressure or judgment. His voice brings comfort, reminding you that you are seen, valued, and deeply loved. The strength growing inside you right now is not loud or dramatic. It is quiet and steady. It forms slowly like roots growing beneath the soil. While others may not immediately see the change within you, something important is happening deep in your spirit. Faith is becoming stronger. Peace is settling deeper. Your connection with God is becoming clearer. Many people believe that transformation must happen quickly to be real. The truth is that the most lasting change often grows slowly. When God works within a heart, He builds strength carefully and patiently. Every moment of quiet reflection becomes part of that process. You may remember times when life felt confusing and uncertain. During those seasons, it may have seemed as if answers were far away. Yet looking back now, you may notice that you continued moving forward step by step. That quiet endurance was not simply your own strength. It was the presence of God gently supporting you through every moment. Type 222 to claim miracles. Miracles sometimes appear in ways that are easy to overlook. They are not always dramatic events that capture attention. Sometimes a miracle is the return of peace after a long season of worry. Sometimes it is the strength to keep believing when circumstances once felt overwhelming. Sometimes it is the quiet healing of a heart that once carried deep pain. The presence of Jesus brings these quiet miracles into people's lives every day. His love moves through situations with patience and care. It touches places inside the soul that human effort alone cannot reach. When you allow your heart to remain open in moments like this, the healing power of God begins to work gently within you. A rare 7-second morning routine previously hidden in classified files is resurfacing, and people are already sharing stories of rapid financial progress. It requires almost no time, yet it activates a dormant wealth switch in the brain that most never access. Click the link in the description and comments now to access it before it disappears. The quiet space around you right now is not empty. It is filled with the calm presence of heaven. The peace you feel settling into your spirit is a reminder that you are not walking through life alone. God has always been beside you, even during moments when you could not clearly sense His presence. Your life carries meaning far beyond temporary circumstances. The struggles you faced have shaped a strength that now lives quietly within you. Every step you have taken has brought you closer to understanding how deeply God cares for your journey. Jesus never measures your worth by the opinions of others. The world may change its view quickly, but God's love remains constant. To Him you are precious and valued. Your life matters. The kindness and faith within your heart are seen clearly by heaven. The quiet room you entered has become a place of restoration. It is where the soul begins to remember its connection with the love of God. The calm that fills your heart now is helping you release the burdens that once felt too heavy to carry. Sometimes the greatest gift God gives His children is a moment of peace in the middle of life's chaos. That peace becomes a reminder that the future is still guided by His care. Even when the path ahead is not fully visible, the presence of Jesus continues to lead with gentle assurance. You may not yet see every detail of what lies ahead. That is part of the journey of faith. Trust grows strongest when it learns to walk without needing to see the entire road at once. God understands this process and walks patiently beside you through it. The stillness you are experiencing right now is helping your heart grow stronger in that trust. Each quiet breath becomes a reminder that the love of God remains steady. The worries that once filled your thoughts begin to lose their power as peace slowly takes their place. Let this moment remain calm and gentle. Allow the presence of Jesus to continue filling your heart with reassurance. The peace surrounding you is not temporary comfort. It is a reflection of the deep care God has always held for your life. As you sit in this quiet place, remember that your story is still unfolding. The struggles of the past do not define the future that God is preparing for you. His love continues guiding every step of your journey. The door you closed earlier did more than create silence. It opened a sacred space where your spirit could reconnect with the steady love of heaven. In this stillness, your heart is being renewed. Faith is quietly growing stronger again. Remain in this calm for a little longer. Let the warmth of God's presence continue to rest within your soul. The gentle peace you feel now is a reminder that you are never alone and never forgotten. There have been times when you carried burdens that felt too heavy to explain. Some struggles lived quietly in your thoughts. Others showed themselves through moments of exhaustion or discouragement. God saw every one of those moments. Nothing about your journey has been hidden from Him. The Lord has watched you continue moving forward even when life became difficult. That quiet endurance is precious in His eyes. Jesus understands the fragile parts of the human heart. He knows how easily worry can enter when the future feels uncertain, yet His presence brings a peace that gently replaces fear with trust. When you sit quietly with Him, your thoughts begin to settle. The pressure that once filled your mind begins to fade. The soul slowly remembers that it was never meant to carry everything alone. The calm in this moment is not simply silence. It is the warmth of God's presence surrounding you. His love reaches the places inside you that once felt tired or overwhelmed. It reminds your spirit that you are safe in His care. Type 1111 if you trust in God. There is something beautiful about the way God restores a weary heart. He does not rush the process. His healing moves slowly and gently, allowing the soul to regain strength step by step. Each quiet moment becomes a small seed of peace growing within you.